the operating company, the Nucleus Connect, and also your retail service providers like StarHub, Singtel, and M1. And of course, the end users like us, be it we are from government, enterprises, or even homes. Okay. So IDA have awarded OpenNet to lay down fibers in Singapore. So how many of you have this point at home right now? Okay, for the rest of you, you're not familiar with this point, or you know what's happening? Familiar? Not familiar? Yes? No? Maybe? Any response? No? Are you guys familiar with this point? No, not familiar, is that? Okay, never mind, not to worry. Okay, if you don't have this point at home, right, what you can do is visit OpenNet portal at www.opennet.com.sg. Okay, there'll be a section that check coverage for when they'll come down to your place. Okay, type in your postal code and it'll roughly tell you when they'll come down to your place. Okay, before they come down to your place, right, they'll send you a letter like that. Okay, in that letter, it tells you what to do. So follow the steps. You can either reply them through phone or through email. Okay, then book a time and date for them to come down. So if you didn't miss the first installation, right, the first termination point, and also your first 15 meters of fibers is actually free. So you don't have to pay anything for the first 15 meters and the termination point. So additional, if you need more than 15 meters, it'll be $33 per every 5 meters. Okay, but for those of you who have missed the offer, you actually have to pay for it. For HDB houses, it will be $220, and for landed property, it will be $440 for the first 50 meters and the termination point. So if you haven't missed it and you got the letter, it's best not to say no. You don't have to subscribe to the services right now, but in the future you might need it. Okay, so one of the main advantage of this, right, is actually the speed. Okay, for those of you who have this, have you subscribed to the services? Yes. Okay, so the one who you have subscribed to the services, right? Okay, what's the speed you subscribe to? Not that sure. Okay, are you familiar what's the top speed that you can go up to? Yes, 1 gigabit. Yeah. Right, so the main advantage is actually 1 gigabit per second. Okay, that's the speed right now they are selling on the market right now. Okay, if you compare to the coaxial, you can only go up to 100 Mbps, and the telephone point is only up to 15 Mbps. So with the advantage of the speed, right, there's a lot of possibilities on it. Okay, so once you subscribe to the services, okay, the service providers will actually contact the operating company. Okay, the operating company will set a time and date to come to your place to install the ONT, or better known as optical network terminal. Okay, what this does, right, it converts the light signal into electrical signal. Okay, if you notice, there's actually 4 ports on the ONT. Okay, the idea of these 4 ports is to have different services at the same time, and it's more dedicated to you. So for example, you have IPTV services, voice over IP services, and even broadband services, right? Instead of sharing one, bandwidth, the individual services are more dedicated to you. Okay? Then from there, you can actually connect it to your residential gateway, or better known as your router. Then from there, you can start using your services. Okay? There's a few ways you can get connected. One way is wireless. Okay, I believe most of us are very familiar with wireless, right? Okay. For wireless, most of us have went through this. If like we walk away or move away from the router, the wireless actually goes down, right? Okay, the main reason is because for wireless, there's a lot of interference going on. So for example, if like you're too far away from the router, there can be other wireless signal that can interfere with your wireless signal. And if you have thick walls or thick cabinet at home, right, some of the signal can't actually pass through. Okay, that's the reason why the signal actually goes down. You can't even get signals. Okay, so for those of you who parents thinking of renovating your home and so on, okay, you can actually opt for structured cabling. I believe you've used this in schools before. So for structured cabling, what you do is lay down the RJ45 cables. Okay, minimum of Cat 5e, but for future-proof sake, it's better to go to up to Cat 6. Okay, so you need to plan ahead to place the different Ethernet ports. So with the structured cabling, right, it's as good as a direct connection from your router to your devices. Okay. Yeah, how many of you have heard of the power line networking before? Power line networking? Yes? No? Okay. Basically for power line networking, right? Okay, what you need is minimum of 2 internet adapters like so. Okay, one you connect it to your router, the other one you connect it near your devices. So the connection is very simple. Use the RJ45 cable, connect it to your router, and plug into one of your socket in the home. And then on the other side, on another socket, have another internet adapter. Then you can either use wireless or even the same wire up. Okay, depends on which model you buy. Alright. So what happens? The signal will run on top of your power line, okay, your current power line cables. So you don't have to lay down the RJ45 cable. So this saves a lot of money, and also it's more convenient. But just to take note, before you start using this, right, you need to make sure that your home is under the same circuitry. So if it's on different circuitry, it won't work. Okay? So any questions for me? No?
Nope.
Alright, let's go to the possibilities now.